I just wanted to share with you briefly today about competition and being competitive. And I think one of the greatest traps you can set yourself up for is a trap of competing with others. Now, there are competitions that are healthy, of course, and it's natural to want to move along with your friends or your peers. It's natural. You have your high school friends, or you have people who you went to school with, and you want to know what they're doing, how they're getting on, and you just want to make sure that you're not left behind. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That is healthy. And I think what's even more healthy is the fact that you want everyone to succeed in whatever they're doing. Let me share this with you. Now, when you begin to look at other people and to view what they have to show as evidence of their success, that's when everything just falls apart. You have to be content in yourself in such a way that whatever the situation is with you or wherever you find yourself, you're comfortable in your own skin. Because what I find a lot of people do is they look at other people, they use their own criteria to judge how successful other people are. On the other hand, also, you have people who will show you what they want you to see because they believe that showing or displaying those things convinces other people that you're successful or that you're more successful than them. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being successful. I think what the problem is when you are bent on showing people that I'm doing much better than you. Now, let me say this. I'm sure at some point in our lives we felt that way, but let me share with you how I overcame this a very long time ago. You have to see yourself as an individual. You have to think about yourself and think about your life, and if necessary, just write it down. I am so and so years old. I graduated from school at this age. I studied in this place. I had these challenges, or I didn't have any challenges, or this was when I got married, and this is the kind of person that I'm married to, and these were the things that I wanted for my family. It becomes really difficult for you to then compare yourself with other people, because you can't compare oranges and apples. Because oranges, for instance, you have to take the skin off to eat the flesh of the orange. Apples, you just have to wash the skin and you eat the skin. The skin has a lot of fiber, which is good for you. So you can't compare the two. And the reason why I'm able to stand in front of anyone, and I don't care what you believe you've achieved or what background you believe you're from, or whatever you think that you have, is because I look at myself and I know that there's no one like me. When I say that, I don't mean it in a negative way, or I'm not trying to say that I'm better than you or I'm better than anyone else. I'm just saying that I'm different from you. I cannot compare with you because I am different from you. I can't compare an orange with an apple, because an orange I have to take the skin off, I have to take the skin off. An apple I don't have to take the skin off unless I want to for whatever reason. As a result, it becomes very difficult for you to compare those two. I know how I grew up. I know the challenges that I faced. I know what I had to do in order to be successful. I know my limitations, and I know the curveballs that I got thrown. And I know how I actually overcame those. And I know that the next person didn't have to go through all that. And I know that the next person might have been more fortunate than me. And I also know that the next person might have been less fortunate than me. And so why would I compare myself with them? If I had to work through college, for instance, why would I compare myself with someone who didn't have to do that? It just doesn't make any sense. But unfortunately, this is what happens today to us, especially women, where you're who you are, you've achieved whatever you've achieved, and for some reason you feel that because you're where you are today, you feel the need to show that you're doing better than other people, when you don't really know anything about the other people that you're comparing yourself to. You're only judging them from what you can see, and you forget that what you can see is just a snippet of their real lives. And this is what causes a lot of problems. You see people going, You see people going above and beyond in order to compete. I just find it completely pointless. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm not a designer label person. Then also know that if I find that a particular label, a particular item is something that people use for bragging purposes, I will intentionally avoid those because I am not going to be caught in the middle of all those. And the problem is when you engage in such practices where you like your designer labels and you buy this today, you see someone who is now buying a more expensive brand. And so the next thing is that if they're doing that, then it means that they're actually more successful than I am. So the only way I can show that I am matching is by doing the same or even going above what they've bought, which is insane. You have to have your own criteria. You have to have your own standards. You have to have your own priorities in life. You have to have a list of the things that you deem most important, more important, and least important in your life. Otherwise, you're going to be trapped in the cycle of competition, of wanting to outdo the next person, wanting to be the best. You can't be the best. There is no one in this world who will be seen as the best. You can't be the tallest and the shortest. You can't be the smartest and the dumbest. Someone has to take the other role. And as long as that person takes the other role, you cannot compete. The fact that you're the smartest does not mean that you're the prettiest. The fact that you're the prettiest does not mean to say that you are the nicest person. So why can't you just be yourself? Be content in the person that you are. Be proud of the things that you have achieved against all odds. Look at yourself as an individual with attributes that are incomparable to other people's attributes. We're all unique and we're all supposed to complement each other. Let's not try to substitute or try to take the place of other people. That is insane. That's one thing I wanted to share with you today. I hope you're having a great day, but please stay authentic. Until the next video, I'll see you soon. Goodbye.